Hi everyone, I'm using the Wandering Star Tarot for our reading today. I'll choose 3 cards, I'll read the base of the pack, see what stories unfold in the subconscious, and I'll also choose one from Anna Stark's pack as well. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective for anyone who views this video. And as always, just take what resonates and just put the rest to one side and just see what unfolds later on. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective of anyone who views this video. There we have one, which is the Six of Swords, the Three of Cups. Yes, we'll certainly enjoy some of that celebration. And the Four of Wands. What wonderful, wonderful cards. And 3 cards have just fell out here. We have the Justice, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so we have 3 cards there that have fell out, and the base of the pack is the Ace of Wands, Temperance, the Empress. So wonderful, wonderful cards today. The Six of Wands, and this is, we've explored that inner environment within. We've started to really work on ourselves and calm our emotions. And as our emotions calm, we then start to move into a beautiful, happy experience of life. So when our mind becomes clear, and this is the Six of Swords, where we've cleared our mind, we've done the cultivation, we've settled our emotions. So physically we start to move in a better and more healthy direction. And then we have the Three of Cups, celebrations as we have done that inner work. And all the planets are in the outer planets, the bigger outer planets are all in retrograde and asking us to go within. But as we go within, we're celebrating how far we've come, and celebrating the fact that all these different solutions are coming in, where we may have felt that we were stuck and have gone through the same habits. So Jupiter is in retrograde, and when a planet goes retrograde, we turn in. It's an inward movement. And Jupiter is all things higher consciousness. It's all things expanding our consciousness, expanding our spirituality and our growth and our prosperity. When it turns inwards, it starts to help us to see where we are limiting ourselves. But with that comes the solution, because it's the spiritual planet. It brings in those spiritual solutions, those holistic solutions. So something may come up, and then we choose a different option, one that actually brings in a celebration for us, that sets us free from a limiting belief. And also Saturn in retrograde. So Saturn's asking us to go within. And Saturn is structure. And is asking us, what habits have we got that are keeping us limited, that are keep us going in that karmic cycle? There's definitely karmic energy occurring now. There always is, but now it's, as we go within, we are starting to work with that. So Saturn is asking us, where are we limiting ourselves through our behaviours, through our beliefs? And then we've got Pluto also in retrograde, who is digging up those limitations and asking us, how are they making us feel? Uranus also retrograde, all these outer planets going within, and how do we cope with change? What limiting beliefs have we had with change? Are we fearful of change? But the solutions are coming in, and it's those light bulb moments, those epiphanies of, I don't need to do that any longer. Why am I doing something that is draining the life force energy out of me? And that could be the way we're viewing something, that could be the way we are reacting in certain situations. And it's the epiphanies are there of, we don't need to do that any longer. We don't need to cause ourselves any stress or tension, because it definitely isn't beneficial. So we're receiving the solutions now as we're going in, we're listening, we're getting all the answers that require. But with those answers and with those solutions, the beautiful uplifting feeling of that option. So the divine is saying, this way, unplug from that now, this way. And focus every night before we go to sleep. Celebrate our life. Celebrate our life with the vision that we are already living in our intentions. Feel how it would feel as we fall into sleep, because that is a connection to an almighty creator. That is listening, that is a beautiful form of prayer. And it's not done in any selfish way, it's done in a heart-centered way, a living from our hearts, of pure joy, of pure upliftment. And so as we are going to sleep at night, start celebrating our visions with a laser view, with a real crystal clear view of us stepping into that as we are falling to sleep, and celebrating it, because we will never be given a vision that we can't attain. We have been conditioned into doing what everybody else does in a way maybe that everybody else does, maybe a little bit different, but we are opening up and we are so different, we're all so unique. And it is really to celebrate our uniqueness, because there is happiness. We are moving through this portal, and you know, the Four of Wands is my favourite card of the tarot, because it's one of this it doubles this celebration. It brings in joy, it brings in happiness, abundance, peace of mind, a love of life. And I always see the Four of Wands as the double gateway, keeping ourselves positive during this time, really laser focus on our wishes. And if any of those old emotions, those old doubtful thoughts come in, just take a deep breath and refocus, because we're unplugging from those now. We're moving through this gateway, an absolute beautiful, joyous gateway. And then we have Justice, keeping ourselves in that beautiful alignment. And this is the card that is connected to Libra, and Libra is in the South Node. So is what, again, how are we limiting ourselves with our relationships with everyone around us. We can easily come out of alignment by appeasing everyone or getting upset with everyone, but then that tips the scales. So we then go into a karmic place. When we bring the scales and visualize the scales coming back into alignment within us and sending out love first and foremost to ourselves, allowing whatever feelings may be arising, allowing them to dissolve in this beautiful light. And Jupiter is in such a beautiful relationship and connection with the sun today. So it's lighting us up inside, saying, look at this. This is only hurting you. This is blocking you from your beautiful vision, because your beautiful vision doesn't have upset and disharmony and discomfort in it. It doesn't have anger. It has love, joy, divine abundance for everyone, as we all open up uniquely with our gift. So this is justice, asking us to detach from anything, any situation that is holding us in a place of angst, because we'll only create more of that. So this is the South Node, and Pluto, who is in retrograde, who is bringing up our limitations, is saying, where are you resisting giving love? Where are you resisting joy in your life? What perceptions have you got that are actually robbing you of your dreams, your beautiful wishes? So these major planets are helping us to really dissolve these limitations that we have, because we're going through this ascension, and we are going through it planetary wise. That the planets are assisting us through our evolution. So this is the old way of disharmony, is the power over of I'm right, you're wrong, they're good, they're in the shadow, whatever it may be. To step away from all that, because the only person that we really know and can heal is ourselves. And as we do that and we bring ourselves into alignment, beautiful harmony comes and flows through our lives. So we're being shown where some limitations may be occurring. They may be small, they may be uncomfortable, and it's not to go out and declare love for everyone, but that would be nice. It's to actually sit with it and dissolve it and do the Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. To every situation that is making us feel out of balance. And we're saying it to ourselves, we're saying the mantra to ourselves, to our divine self, to ourself on every level, spiritually, mentally, emotionally and physically, because ultimately we're doing it to ourselves. So it's I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, with everything that may be occurring around us at this time. It might be something small, it might be something bigger. It will work on everything. It's a beautiful mantra when it's said with meaning, when you feel the words as you say them. And if an uncomfortable feeling comes up, an uncomfortable vision comes up, say it again with meaning until it dissolves, and using the light as well, helping to dissolve whatever may be holding us in a limiting grip. Then we have the Four of Pentacles, asking us, what are we holding on to? What are we scared of letting go of? Scared of maybe being wrong, or however it may be. Maybe we're fearful of spending money because of the financial climate that we're all in. Maybe we're focusing on that. And prosperity is an energy. So if we have this beautiful vision of traveling or doing something that is in requirement of finances or of money, and we focus on the money or the finances, that when I have enough I'll do that. So straight away we're focusing negatively on an energy, because that's prosperity is an energy. So when we stay focused on the freedom of travel or the freedom of how we would feel living the life of our wonderful intentions, not just for ourselves. This is nothing selfish. This is for everyone. And this is not going out rescuing everybody either. It's holding ourselves up, seeing everybody in light, seeing everybody happy, seeing everybody achieving. And as we do, we lift our reality. We help to raise the vibration and bring that beautiful alignment into our life. So when we focus on finances and we are putting away, storing and holding on to for fear of the future of not having prosperity, then we've put a dense energy onto that situation, onto our financial position. When we take our attention from that and open up and visualize, because if we are holding on to a lack, again, it's a disharmony. It's going to knock us out of balance. And whether we go and we are focused too much on money, and from a place of greed, of wanting everything, then that also is out of alignment. It's finding that middle of, I have this vision, and we would never have this vision if we did not have the ingredients within us, the possibility to achieve it. So Spirit is saying, let go. Let go of your limiting beliefs. Let go of holding on, whether it's holding on to upset, whether it's holding on to a grudge, whether it's holding on to a fear of loss or finances, or maybe our position, our business, whatever it may be. We're holding on to something, and we will, on some level, create it. And remember, as we go to sleep in the evening, going into that place of stillness, and then seeing our lives playing out in the most beautiful, uplifting, prosperous ways, bringing that peace of security. How lovely that would feel. We're connecting to a creator that is listening to that. Likewise, if we go to sleep worrying and holding on to these worries and fears of finances or whatever it may be, when we go to sleep with that, we're connecting to a creator. So we'll wake up in the morning because we are missing the mark. We're not plugging into that beautiful higher consciousness that actually supports us and brings life to us and nurtures us, nourishes us. We are plugging in to an old pattern. that keeps running all night. We'll have some not very nice dreams. We will wake up feeling exhausted. And so we've got the choice to unplug from that and take the responsibility and do our own creations, because it may take some time, but the more we do it, we see things start to change in our lives that we haven't got any really idea how it's happened. It just magically transforms itself. So tonight, when you go to sleep, letting go. Now, breathing into peace and have those visions, because we're coming up to a new moon in Virgo, and it's very auspicious. And this is why we're doing this work. We're holding on to our gifts, nourishing them, adding life to them, not depleting them through our limiting beliefs or our self-worth and doubt. Is that the planets are showing us, spirit are showing us this. It's time to break free from them chains of limitation, because we've been in a prison for so long with our own limiting beliefs. Nobody else has put us there. We've put ourselves there. Yeah, we've been conditioned, we've been programmed, but we're deprogramming. This is what the planets are showing us. Where are these programs within us holding us in angst, holding us in uncomfortableness? When Ho'oponopono, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And we're saying that to our spirit, we're saying that to our soul, because our head has kept us in this place. And then we have the Eight of Wands, and this is travel, good news coming in. And again, she's got that bow and arrow there. And the ones are the fire elements, or Sagittarius, you know, the centaur, which is I love, the half horse, half man with his bow and arrow, and he's aiming into the horizon. He can see his vision, he can see his target, if you like, and holding on to that, because when we move and we start to focus on fear, we absolutely miss the mark. We probably miss the target altogether. So spirit, the divine, our angels are saying, keep hold of that vision regardless of what's going on, because our belief in what's going on is what's keeping it in place. Good news coming in, keeping that focus and feeling and how you would feel with good news coming in, because the universe is listening to us, asking us, how may I serve you, as we are serving, and the universe is asking us the same question, and it will serve us up a dish full of our own beliefs, which could be false beliefs. So as we start to listen inside, look at where our perceived weaknesses are, and you know, we are intuitives, we are sensitives, we are seers, and we have grown differently. So as growing up, we could be saying we want to do this, we want to do that, and people around us would be saying, don't be stupid, you can't do that, you won't be able to do that. So that becomes our limiting belief. Or we're saying, I'm seeing angels, or I'm seeing spirit around people, and we are told, don't be talking like that. Or people think, you know, you're there's something not quite right with you. I know that happened to me an awful lot. So it taught me to stay quiet about what I was seeing, how I was seeing it. And I started to not speak about it for fear of people thinking there's something wrong with me. And this is shifting all those false beliefs away, because there's other people that see angels, there's other people that see spirit, there's other intuitives, and we're all coming together and we're all understanding each other. We all speak a different language. I will always know, no matter where I am, how people speak, because healers speak a different language. We really do, and we speak with empathy and compassion. And so we will always know who is speaking the same languages of us, and we'll gravitate to those people. And it's such a beautiful experience to do that, because it's like, wow, I'm understood, and I can speak without fearing of being judged or criticised, or of a feeling there's something wrong with me. And there's more of us waking up to this now, and enjoying being different, enjoying seeing angels and spirit, and being able to be psychic and intuitive and healers. This is beautiful time. And from past lifetimes we have been punished, we've been judged, we have actually been executed for being different. Now we're waking up of no one can hurt us. People may judge us who don't understand, and that's okay, but there will come a time when they start to awaken, and us being ourselves actually gives them a freedom to be themselves as well, because we all are different. And this is the Ace of Wands. This is a beautiful awakening of consciousness, of beautiful ideas coming in. And you can see there, this reminds me of the Kundalini rising. And there's the moon, and we have this beautiful new moon in Virgo on the 15th, 16th. I'll have to check my moon diary. In Virgo. So we're anchoring all our creations, we're anchoring the spiritual, our spiritual essence. So we've got the spiritual, mental, emotional and physical, and we're working through each band, bringing in the spiritual message, clearing our mental band, our thoughts, to be able to listen and pick up on those spiritual messages, calming our emotions so that we can feel and intuit, and our physical, so that we are moving in the right direction and our body is being energized. So I just feel that this is like a Kundalini rising, as we one little thing, one little limitation we let go of. It could be a thought process, it could be the same old words that we may be using if they're not in a high vibrational, light filled way. And we would start to change our conversations, and believe you me, it is like learning a different language. But as you do, you become fluent in it. And I just feel this is what's happening. This is the Kundalini rising, the energy, getting us ready for this beautiful energy of the new moon. And then we have the Empress, Venus, this beautiful Venetian energy, which I love. Venus rules Taurus, and Jupiter is in Taurus. So lots of earthly, our pleasures, what we love doing. Actually, and we'll be being shown why are you not doing that? Are we procrastinating in some way? Are we overthinking about something? Are we fearful of making that journey? And so it will be being shown the limitations we have in our physical realm of things that we love doing, and what is coming up for us. What are we not letting go of? What are we fearful of letting go, so we can step in and start to enjoy ourselves? Because laughter, happiness, love are the greatest healers. And so the Empress is coming, and she's got her magic wand there. She is the Lakshmi of the tarot, bringing good fortune, bringing prosperity, fertility. Wherever the Empress places herself, things start to bloom all around her by the way she is, by what she focuses on, by how she speaks, by what frequency or wave band that she is listening to. She's all the queens in the tarot, in the beautiful virtues. And it's such a beautiful feeling to love. Such a beautiful feeling to get on with everybody. It's such a beautiful feeling to see the best in everybody. So what is in us that maybe we go into resistance with that? And the Empress saying she's the mother, and we are having this beautiful energy of the divine feminine coming through, the creator, where we are taking ownership. We're taking ownership of ourselves, bringing ourselves back into alignment from over nurturing or from over worrying. And we're actually realizing that the divine feminine, and we all hold the divine feminine and masculine within us. The divine feminine is the intuitive, it's the creator, it's the wherever the divine feminine is, she'll create a home. But first and foremost, we have had to learn to create that home within, an environment within us that's sacred, that's magical, that's empowering, that's compassionate, that's nurturing, that nourishes. So the Empress, she's been in her retrograde. She's gone through shadows, as we have. Things have happened in relationships, and different lens in our eyes, or whatever it is, things changing, and taking ownership of ourselves. And this is what the Empress has done. She's been in the retrograde. She went through a Kazumi with the sun, as Mercury did on Wednesday. Went behind the sun, went into her shadow, into the underworld of herself, which we've all done. Every worry is a shadow. Every worry is a limiting belief. Every negative conversation is an hindrance in our lives. It drains us of life force energy. So when we start to dissolve all that, and we come into ownership that we are the creator of our life, co-creating, that we can't save anyone, we can only go within and bring ourselves into alignment. And us bringing ourselves into alignment gives everybody else their power back, everyone their power back, and we take our power back also. So the Empress is here. She's done her retrograde. She's had her Kazumi with the sun. She's been into the underworld. And for the past few months, lots of us have felt this. But we're coming out now a lot lighter. Knowing that it's good to feel good. It's good to feel joy. And standing in this place of creation. And then the Temperance. This is a healing card of really, sorry my nose keeps itching, there's a spirit around. The Temperance, where she's alchemizing. She's using those chalices there. The subconscious, the higher conscious, she is alchemizing and allowing anything that is not, is bringing her out of that connection with the higher consciousness. She's allowing it, she's alchemizing it, she's learning from it and healing. So this is a beautiful card of bringing the divine masculine, the divine feminine into alignment. All about healing and balance, as the Justice card, again, keeping ourselves in balance, alchemizing those lower emotions, because they only make us sad, they don't benefit us. And she is busy alchemizing. She's got all the stars around her head. Again, the beautiful constellations that we are experience the energy from the constellations, like as we always do with Sirius, Andromeda, all the Pleiades, all those beautiful constellations have got magnificent healing energy that comes and shines upon us. And we've all chosen to be here at this time to receive the downloads from the star systems and the planets. We all came here, incarnated here, to do this, to attune to the planets, to attune to the cards and each other. And so a wonderful time of alchemization as we are being shown. Look at that limitation. Look at what it's starving you from. Starving ourselves from life force energy, starving ourselves from higher consciousness. When we let go of it, magical things happen. So as we're going through these changes and we are stepping into the sacredness within, feeling that sacredness, because Jupiter is shining a light on that, bringing in the wisdom, so that when the planets, and I think Jupiter is retrograde till the 30th of December, so ready for the new year, they'll be moving direct or stationary. So during this time, we are going to learn so much enlightenment, and that's what it will do. It will enlighten us. It will light us up from the inside. It will bring celebration and happiness, because we're being held. We've been held by celestial bodies during our ascension. So this is wonderful. So I'm asking now for a message from Anna Starks. Some beautiful guidance for us all, whoever, there we go. Birth of creation, you can see there. And this is what I keep seeing, we're in, the seed is cracking open and we're seeing light and we're moving towards it because it feels enriching. And then we crack open and then we see the light, and then we start moving towards it until we're out of the limitation. we're out of the third dimension. We're moving up through the fourth, the fifth, sixth, seventh, all the way up to the 12th. Now, there'll be bits of us in every dimension. We're just helping the lower to unplug so that we can move wholly and birth ourselves into the higher dimensions. And you can see there, this is a time of growth, not punishment. Absolutely not. Nothing to fear. Things to get excited about. A time of growth. And I'll just look at the dark night of the soul. And this is what we've been talking about with Venus, going down there, bringing things up to us, and our shadow. We've worked through our shadow. And we're coming up, and when we go through these dark nights of the soul, we actually are so grateful for life when we move out, and it brings in such beautiful growth. So this is where we've moved from. We've moved from the dark night of the soul, where we were constantly facing challenges and the same patterns happening and fears, and now we've gone through all that now. We're at this birthing point, this time of birthing a new creation. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful, wonderful day today. Have a wonderful weekend. Connect with the sun. We are having some gorgeous weather in the UK, which is so appreciated, so that we can sit and just absorb the beautiful light and let it dissolve any shadows. We don't need to do anything. Ho'oponopono. Dissolve with light. Let go and expand within. So I'm sending so much love. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. God bless.